The First Coalition War was a result of the forced personal union on France. Burgundy, Britain and most of the HRE miners attacked the English-French Union with hopes of breaking it apart. In England's defense came the HRE Emperor Austria and the Iberian countries of Castile and Portugal. The main bulk of the Burgundian army invaded France while the HRE miners set up fortifications to stop the oncoming Austrian army. English troops entered Britain with hopes of keeping them out of the war, leaving France alone to defend against the Burgundian armies. The French troops, even though weakened by the recent war against England, fought fiercely though, and the Burgundian armies saw little success in their invasion. While Burgundy did win some ground, they were later completely stopped by the French, and Britain fell quickly under the might of the English armies, leaving them occupied for the rest of the war. The Iberian armies was ordered to march north to help France with the defense, and Austrian armies clashed with the HRE miners, creating a stalemate on the Eastern Front. With Britain sieged, all troops on the Western Front could now focus on Burgundy and their armies soon fell. This led to the HRE miners having to reinforce the Western Front, giving Austria time to push deep into their lands. A peace treaty was soon signed, forcing Burgundy and its vassals to cede vital trade ports to the English Empire, leading to an even bigger coalition being formed. There were many reasons for the World War, but the main one was the rapid English expansion in India and an Ottoman attempt to hinder it. The English Empire was attacked by the Ottomans, Ming, Arabia, Malacca, Bengal and what was left of Africa and India. On the defending side was Austria, the Papal State, Prussia and Persia. The Portuguese troops was sent to northern Africa to deal with Tunis and Morocco. They saw huge success even early in the war and could hold their own ground. Most of the Ottoman army marched into the Baltics to fortify the region. The European troops was later hindered by the Ottoman army and a stalemate that would last for years started. What was left of the Ottoman army attacked Persia with the help of the rest of Arabia, while Ming sent millions of men to attack the British India. Most of the British troops were held up to defend India while Malacca invades the Philippine colonies and the East African colonies were invaded by the natives. Persia and Eastern Africa quickly fell to the numberless hordes of the Ottoman alliance. Defensive positions were set up in India and southern Africa, while troops were being organized to deal with the many threats. The Philippines colonies fell and Malaccan ships started terrorizing the coastline of India. Meanwhile, Portuguese armies are pushing deep into Tunis, while Europe's armies is still stuck fighting the Ottomans in the Baltics. Most of Persia soon fell under the control of the Ottoman alliance, while British troops desperately defend against a force that outnumbered them 3-1. In Africa, the English African Corps started to gain ground and Tunis lost against the Portuguese armies. The British fleet arrived in India and beat the Malaccan navy back, effectively ending the blockade. The stalemate in Europe continues. When the Ottoman armies finally reach India, the positions are too well fortified and they are stopped. This was also because of them having to send more troops to the west to keep the Baltics defended. This gave England an opportunity to push Ming back into their own lands. In Africa, the English troops saw huge success and it was now almost fully under British control. The Malaccan navy is completely destroyed in a major naval battle outside their capital, and they're put under a massive blockade by the English fleet. With Ming quickly losing ground, the loss of Africa and European troops breaking the fortification and pushing deep into the Baltics, the Ottoman alliance had lost the war, but they refused to give up. A peace treaty was signed, effectively ending the war, but nothing was gained from it on either side. Millions had died in a conflict that led to nothing other than death and despair. Thanks a lot for watching this time-lapse. The support for the last one has frankly been overwhelming, and the channel has more than doubled in size because of it. It's hard to find words for how grateful I am for every follower, and I'll try my best not to disappoint any of you. I'm going to focus on finishing my Crusader Kings 2 series for now, because I need a short break from EU4. Please comment if you want me to play any nation, preferably a nation that doesn't colonize this time. So, if you liked the video, leave a like, comment and maybe even subscribe, and if you didn't, I'm sorry I wasted your time. And with that said, I hope I'll see you in the next video.